Thanks for joining us in Geneva for AI for Good Global Summit 2024, where I'm delighted to be joined by Amir Banifatemi. Amir is co-founder and director of AI Commons and an investor in responsible AI. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So here at the AI for Good Global Summit, which is led by ITU with 40 other UN partner agencies, there are lots of conversations around collaboration, of course, multi-stakeholder collaboration and conversations, of course. So what are your thoughts on how all these stakeholders can collaborate to use AI to accelerate the delivery of the SDGs?
You're correct that many stakeholders have joined since 7 years ago when the summit was formed. And initially, when we designed the summit, it was really to connect the dots between researchers, policymakers, organizations involved in governance and research and technology investment. And the idea was that in order for AI for Good to really flourish and be implemented, we need to have the voice of all the stakeholders, understand how they want to contribute, monitor, govern, protect, and make space for AI for Good to be implemented. Fast forward 7 years, I think we can witness the amount of work has been done. Now with more than 40 UN agencies and many other organizations joining, we can see and witness the depth of the conversations around mostly governance, but also standards on the aspect related to data and really understanding different use cases and numerous and myriads of applications of AI for Good aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals, but also along the economic outcome.
Most of the numerous experts here at the summit are pretty clear about one thing, is the fact that AI should complement and not replace human interaction. So how can we ensure that AI tools for well-being are human-centered and fostering trust, another very important topic during the summit, and collaboration?
One of the common perspective on AI and human relationship is that we want to build AI that is replacing humans or mimic humans. And I think this is probably not exactly the way it should be. We want AI to complement humans and to serve humans. So the design of AIs and the objective functions that will be behind AI and how we train and develop AI should probably be built around serving humanity, complement humanity, augment, empower humans, and make space for decision-making, collaboration, discovery, and more capabilities. So I think we're realizing gradually that human-centered and human-centric AI should be not centered on humans, but centered on serving humans and complementing humans and understanding humans. So human alignment and the alignment with human values, I think, should be focused on human values first, making AI understand human values, not to try to replicate human decision-making process.
So we're talking about an augmented human, not a replaced human indeed. Looking ahead, how do you think AI will transform society? What do you see as the main benefits and maybe the considerations for the future?
We are witnessing huge capabilities of AI systems and tremendous progress that we have made in terms of prediction, forecasting, understanding, gathering knowledge, sharing knowledge. And today with generative AI specifically, but AI in general, the way society is evolving is probably going to be a society where knowledge is abundant. We have access to decision-making more faster. We have access to resources in a better manner. We probably have a chance to have more democratic processes because there's going to be more transparency and also more accountability. So AI could probably help us be more accountable in general towards each other, towards society, our stakeholders, and to learn together and collaborate more.
Amir, I have a final question for you related to the fact that you have a lot of experience investing in the field of technology, digitalization, AI, of course, but you now invest in responsible AI in particular. May I ask you what motivated the move?
As an investor in technology and also AI, we realize that AI has a number of mitigation factors attached to it. We need to make sure that AI is safe, is not providing risk, is responsible, is safe in terms of transparency and trustworthiness. Regulation is going to become strong towards AI and the deployment of AI. We talk about models and applications. Both of them needs to be certified, make sure that they are not providing any risk. We can probably abide to standards. It's going to be regulated. So companies that are building applications of AI will be faced with legal costs, will be faced with regulation, will be faced with certification. And if it is not done from design at the beginning, it's going to hit them a lot later on. And nobody will be escaping, right, regulatory pressure and transparency measures and certification. So the investment thesis is really to invest into individuals and teams that understand clearly the concept of trustworthiness, transparency, explainability, ethical design, and put that to work to build applications that could scale responsibly. It's not just responsible application, but it also could scale responsibly. Scaling is a difficult task, and if it's not designed properly, there are going to be numerous ways that systems may behave with biases and uncontrolled outcome. So responsible is important. That's why we try to invest in responsible AI applications to begin with, so they can scale.
So you're telling us that responsible and ethical development of AI is becoming and will become a competitive advantage.
And probably a norm.
And a norm. Thank you so much, Amir. Thank you
Raj.
so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you. It's a pleasure.
That was Amir Banifatemi, live here in Geneva for the AI for Good Global Summit 2024.